Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Excuse my presence. I'm a little bit sick. I have like a stomach bug or something. It's like going around everywhere. I might have picked it up at work or something. I'm not sure, but I'm dealing with a stomach bug, so sorry I look like this. I got an email the other day from one of you guys asking me how I study for my exams and for my nursing exams and how to study PowerPoints. So before I get into alternative ways that you can study your PowerPoints and things like that, I just want to state first that the best way that I study and learn and absorb information is through rewriting my notes. And I know that really might seem crazy for some people, and I also know that a lot of people don't have the time to do that, but I can assure you that it has gotten me through nursing school, and I have, once you write the information yourself and you're really enforcing your learning. You're reading your PowerPoint slides or your book, you're writing what you're reading, and then you're reading what you're writing. So it's a really good way to reinforce the material. And it's not just about memorization. One thing I can say about nursing school is please don't just try to memorize your information. That can really affect you badly, like later on in nursing school. I know in the beginning you try to memorize like anatomy and physiology and the parts of the body and things like that, but these things become very, very important as you move on in nursing school. So, knowing the information is really important. So try not to memorize. It is so important to understand the material and actually put it together. Like, why does this cause this? Why does that cause that? How does this affect this part of the body? How does that affect that? How does this intervention help this person? How does that affect this person? There's so much that goes into it that you really want to know the information, understand it, and if you don't understand something, ask questions. I know people say there's no such thing as a, stupid question or whatever, but you can't in nursing. You really cannot be scared to ask a question. In nursing, asking a question can be the difference between, harming your patient or saving them. And you really don't want to, just because you're scared or shy or anything like that, you don't want to put your patients at risk. That is why you're going into nursing, is to help people, and you want to know why you're helping them, how you can help them, what things you can do to, make them better. So, I'm sorry, I went off in a rant, but my point with that part was I learn best by rewriting my notes. So I just wanted to state that again. That's how I learn best. Like I said, not everyone has the time to do that, which I understand because sometimes I don't have the time to do that myself. So then my second option comes in with PowerPoint notes. First of all, the first thing I would recommend is really paying attention in class and, highlighting anything that your professor emphasizes on, or if they're like, oh, this is really important, definitely highlight it, star it, whatever. But make sure you go to class, you pay attention, make sure you see the parts where your professor is really going, like, talking about things. And also, another thing is, I don't know if all schools do it, I don't know if all nursing schools, I know a lot of people do, but I don't know how much. I know in my school, we get blueprints for our exams. So blueprints are basically just, they list the topic that's going to be on the exam so that we can, like, you know, really go into it, because there's so much information in nursing that it's it's almost not, they can't put everything that they're teaching you on the exam, so they're going to put the things that are most important, or the things that you're going to see like are the most common. So we get a blueprint and they will highlight the top, they'll put the topic down, like there's going to be about, you know, CHF or diabetes mellitus, you know, like just different topics like that. And then what I do with my notes is I always print out my PowerPoint slides, where it's 3 slides per page, and it has the notes section. By the way, these are just some old slides about, like, in my, you know, sophomore year or something that I received about vital signs, so this is not from right now. But anyway, I've always printed out my PowerPoint slides so that I can take them like this to class, so that, you know, I can write any important information that the professor talks about. Later on, so that's what I do first. After that, I usually go back in the book and I will read the stuff that is on the topic, whatever topic we're covering, and I will write more notes from the book about it on here. And then if I don't have enough space, I will just, you know, start writing in a notebook. But that's basically what I do as my second option if I can't rewrite my notes. I will definitely use my PowerPoint. I will write any important information from that set in class on them, and then I will go back into my book and write any additional information, important information that I see in the book according to the topic. So that's what I do, and then after I've done that and I've written all the notes that I wanted to about that topic, I will just reread my notes and reread and reread and reread as much as possible. Again, the most important thing that I have to say really is don't just memorize. Understand it. It's so much easier to answer questions on your exams when you understand the information, instead of like just trying to recall something. And, you know, essentially in nursing, it doesn't become recall at some point. Like on your exams, you won't be able to just recall information that you've memorized. It's more applying the information that you've learned. So you'll actually have to have knowledge on the subject in order to answer the question. It won't be some memorization or anything like that. So again, that's all that I pretty much do. That's how I study my PowerPoints. Reread, understand. Whenever I don't understand something, I will look it up. I will email my professor, you know, things like that. But I understand that it's a lot of information to learn, but just start studying early. You know, usually you have the exam dates prior to, you know, when they come. So always reading ahead of time, so you understand what the professor is talking about when you go to class and you can ask questions. So really reading ahead, reading after class, really just reinforcing that information in your brain. So that's what I have done all my years of nursing school. I'm graduating on May 22nd, if God willing, so wish me luck. And if you guys have any more questions about, you know, nursing school or studying tips or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just let me know and I will be more than happy to answer. My email is virgin.negrone320@gmail.com if you wish to contact me. Otherwise, you can just leave a comment below. Either way, I will get back to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video despite my being sick, but take care.